Horses.
We're talking about horses.
Donkeys
Hi
are just a
stream.
better horse.
Hi stream. We're
Donkeys are
talking
just
about
a better
horses.
horse.
We're live now.
Horse-
I didn't ask.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Hello,
Yeah.
internet.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to check what I was gonna do. I had a list of things I was gonna do last stream. Oh, right. I remember. So we were gonna do some mining to get the palladium that I needed, and then the game exploded. So we're gonna scan this planet, and then we're gonna land on it and find the ruins of the Normandy.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
you haven't done that yet? Oh,
No.
interesting.
How much palladium do you need?
I don't know. But it'll
You're just
tell
gonna
me.
get
It gives you notifications when you have enough for a
Oh.
research project, like a major research
Okay.
project.
And you know which research project you want to
I
fund,
do,
right?
yes.
Ooh, I should probably watch this.
Yeah, you should
Okay,
do that.
so I have an important topic to talk about for our not important stuff.
Okay, go ahead, because I'm just mining right now.
Okay, so I like
Weekly
the,
random shit talk with Stuart. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no. So I like the observation duty game a lot, right?
Uh-huh.
But we're not kidding ourselves because it sucks major doo-doo sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
So I want to
It's
make
like
my own.
it's like a very it's a very indie game. Like it feels like it's someone's
Right?
first 4 games.
It's
So
like a game for a school project.
Yeah,
right,
but it's really
so
good.
I was gonna use Unity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just going to like generate a whole bunch of like random houses, right?
Is this gonna be
And you can
your
scale difficulty.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyway, sorry. Yes.
Oh,
You can scale difficulty with like number of rooms, number of objects, right? So you can
Okay.
have like a whole like different building each time, right?
Okay.
okay.
So
Are
as the
they gonna
person-
be less strange?
No, they're gonna be more strange because that's part of the game.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on.
So what parts of observation duty do you like?
Oh, okay.
What's like the bee's knees of observation duty?
The fact that there's no transitions between cameras because it like you just switch screens because it makes everything into a jump scare.
Okay. All right. So you don't like the whole like mobile walk-in, like fixed cameras are the way to go.
I think so. I think that's like the bee's knees. Like, I mean, I haven't really actually played that level in observation duty where yeah, that's the research project I wanted. Where they
Nice.
have you walking around, but you know, I got into it and I was like, absolutely fucking not. That's not what I signed up for.
That's fair. That's very fair.
You watched me do that.
And see, a fixed camera can probably help on like rendering stuff because you don't need to render like the back half of like some objects.
It's true. You
So it can
only
make the
need to
game
create
faster.
one side of a room unless you can see
Yeah,
it from another angle. Oh, this isn't like the bee's knees of observation duty, but something that I find fun and that makes it more realistic is when you can see into rooms from other rooms.
I was gonna do that because like I can just make an environment, right? Like that's probably not that hard. And then the whole
Like how I
Fine.
noticed the ketchup from outside, like that the ketchup was too
Yeah.
big. I
so
think that's fun.
what do you feel about like moving like spiders or stuff? What if I just had like a giant fucking spider that appeared sometimes?
I would hate that, but it would be good. I think if there were more like intruders and stuff that came to that walked towards you and you could see them moving, it would be very creepy. There's a couple. Like there's one in the first game that like on the balcony appears in the distance and walks up to the edge of the balcony. But I think that would
There's
be creepy.
another so another thing. I was thinking of making
Oh,
the like
okay, we're doing
detection-
something important now.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You didn't know. I did just decide to land on this planet in the middle of our conversation. So it's my fault. So we're gonna
Yes.
walk around and see the wreckage of the Normandy.
So I was thinking, right, that instead of like having to click through menus, right? That you just have to click on it with your cursor, right? And you get like a new click every like 10 seconds after a click, right?
Okay, that's interesting.
Right? So you go like, is this weird? Click on it. You know, it waits like 5 seconds, and it's like fixing thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like a quasi point and click.
I think the panic of float going through the menu is also good, but that's probably a
No, I'm not a fan of the menu panic. I'll be real with you.
that's fair.
Yeah, just so long as the cursor changes when it can click on stuff, so it's obvious that like there's a difference.
I knew it.
Yeah, it'll be hard, or maybe like stuff highlights.
Yeah,
So-
as long as there's an obvious difference between you can click on something and like report it, or you're on cooldown.
So I have a couple goals here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exploring. This is the pieces. So Normandy blew up in space, right? So this is where most of the pieces ended up.
Oh, press F to pay respects.
Yeah, no. I get to pick. There's a number of places that I can put the monument.
Okay.
I don't want to put it here. So I'm
Okay,
finding a suitable place to put the monument. I'm also retrieving the dog tags and a number of other items of.
Interest.
This is where Caden used to hang out.
He's dead now.
He is so dead. Yeah.
Like super dead. Your dude's
He
the
never
atom.
even. He didn't know that the Normandy could even collapse. He wasn't here. It's just kind of like somber. Yeah, like here's like the mess hall table and shit.
Yeah.
I really
So
like
and
this.
it's just Shepard exploring.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's all continue.
Do
Also
you know
not
where
bad.
you want to place the monument?
I don't remember where all the places are, but I know there's a better one.
I don't know if he established this, but once you place the monument, the mission's over.
Oh, there's that too.
Oh, okay.
I did know that. I didn't mention it, but I did know that.
Just wanted for, you know, the benefit of the audience.
Yes.
I
I'm
did
probably
not know
gonna
that, so I
I'm
do
probably gonna
appreciate the information.
put it over there by the
Wonderful.
by the name. It's the Mako
Oh. I'm honestly not surprised it survived.
in one solid piece.
It's a space tank after all.
Yeah, it's
It is
a
a
space
tank.
it's a space buggy.
Space
buggy.
Space Humvee.
Space Humvee. Oh,
It says
I
fuck
thought there
you to
would be a-
gravity.
Thought there would be a dog tag over here.
Well, it didn't because it's on the ground.
Oh no, it's like if you drive it, it can just go up
Fair.
walls.
Oh, fair.
Like right now it's
Even
sleeping.
Space Tank is not immune to gravity. Nope. Get out of here. Oh right, this is the cryo bay that leads down to what now on this ship is where Garrus would hang out. Yeah.
Man.
So
Dude, this will
dramatic.
never be. This will always be haunting.
It's really well done.
Yeah, especially if you're like off the heels of the first game. It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Holy shit, I was just there. Because for Shepard, it was just yesterday. Well, not at this point. She's been alive for a little while, but
It's still
Yeah.
probably only been like a few weeks.
yep.
I feel like usually this is like one of the first things you do when you start playing MB2.
No.
Hmm.
Not
Hey,
for
because
me, anyway.
Fair emaugh. I say that because this was, I remember this being the first mission I ever did.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like thematic, story-wise, it was more haunting.
I think story-wise, it also, like, makes sense for her not to want to go there immediately. Because she kind of woke up in hell.
Like, fair enough. It's like,
Oh yeah, and here's the bridge. I think that's where Presley died.
yeah.
Or no, he died like there. The boy moves. I forget if there's
Boy
anything else to pick up here, Earl. Like other than
Here?
the dog tags.
No, it's just the dog tags.
I shouldn't be asking you this because I've already done a bunch of stuff that you didn't know you could do in these games.
I mean, I know, like...
Hey, you lied to me.
Does the Normandy 1 and 2 like look the same?
Oh.
Yes. So the model from the outside looks approximately the same. The Normandy 2 is painted like Cerberus, like has Cerberus stripes instead of like the black and red N7 stripes. But so from the outside, I think they look quite similar. I don't know if they look identical. I've never looked at a picture side by side. But from the inside, the Normandy SR2 is considerably larger.
And at this point in the story, more cool space tech stuff.
Yes. It's... I'm gonna whisper this while we're among the wreckage of this one. It's better! The SR2 is better!
I mean, at this point, yeah, objectively.
It's just an upgrade, it's fine.
Yeah, the upgrade is that it's no longer in like 700 different pieces.
Oh, and this is the CIC, yeah, mm-hmm.
Whoa. Maybe like a data pad you could find in
That
this
would be
area.
an interesting place to put it as well. There's one. Yep.
There we go.
Spoke the commander. Oh, this is Presley being racist. Or somebody being racist.
It's
Corian,
Presley.
she seems like on some kind of pilgrimage, would trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would blah 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 babysit my I wouldn't let her babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. For a while that blah 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 for a while now, and I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal, how blind I was at the time. I came on the ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and there's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say I would die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. That's really cute. Oh, that's Presley. It is Presley!
Man stayed true to his word. He did die.
He did die for every one of them.
Also, apparently only ever wrote like 3 entries in his journal.
Well, those are just the ones that were recoverable.
Oh, okay.
He gives a very succinct, what's the word looking for? Redemption arc.
Yes. Presley goes through everything in one story. One
And then
game,
dies.
and then dies. Need to blow up that crate. Knew it. As soon as I walked off the ship with my gun out, I was like, I'm gonna need to blow something up here.
Just for no reason, you just have like a wave battle here.
Okay, I have 16 out of 20.
Can you go up on top of the Mako?
No.
Damn.
This isn't Breath of the Wild, I can't just climb shit.
I could have sworn, maybe I missed this or something, but pretty sure you could trigger something with the Mako, like a little flashback thing.
I'm
you know?
walking around it. I'm taking a look.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, there we go, yeah.
I just didn't get to the right exact spot. Why is it showing it from that angle and not from the other angle with my husband working on it? Jesus. Oh, hey, there's the escape pod. Wonder if someone's dead in there.
Morbid.
Not an unfair question, though.
Yeah. Regardless, like, ooh, possible dead body.
How many do I have?
Yeah, like,
I think you have like 17 or something.
Is it gonna tell me?
no, it doesn't.
It tells me when I pick one up, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if I've hit everything yet.
They just go up on that ridge.
Yeah, because that's where the CIC is. I didn't go this way on that ridge, though. I don't see anything shining. Earl! You lied to me!
Hey,
I
it's been,
knew there
like-
was some things to collect.
Well, there's been years since I played ME2.
God, I cannot believe you've done this.
I'm a saboteur. This
Oh,
is
there's
when
one.
Hell yeah.
Nice of them to make them shine.
It's the
Okay,
least they
let's
can
all
do.
look at the number very carefully. 18.
No, wait, 2 more.
Jaden was right. Congrats.
Because it said 16 at some point. I was like, oh, that. And internally, I was like, oh, that's most of them. And then you got another one. I was like, oh, cool.
I don't think I've gone up here. Maybe I have. Oh, there's one.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
One more! How long do we want to bet it's gonna take me to find that last one? Oh,
way
I've
too
already
long.
been up here,
Yeah.
but that's fine because
Yeah.
I found another one.
Going off my playthrough, a very long time.
I remember having to look up where all the dog tags were at one point.
Honestly, same. Same.
Okay, Thomas says let's go for a minute. Anyone want to take that bet?
No.
Going off my last bet, let's go 2 minutes.
Okay.
Wait,
Is
is
that
there like
one?
2
Is that
areas
one?
on the left side?
Is there?
Like 2 areas you can go to?
Is there?
I don't know.
We haven't wandered over here too
Oh.
much.
That's probably it's the last one.
Aha! Thomas wins.
Is that what happens when I get betrayed? It's like this is what I get for having faith in friends.
Why is this what you get for having faith in friends? Thomas literally bet I had less. And I'm putting the monument there.
Ah.
It's very small. I guess the rest of this wrecked spacecraft is the rest of the monument.
Yeah.
Earl, you lied to me!
Shit.
Wait, what?
What? Oh, you could probably move it.
Oh, I guess you can. You can like see if it looks good there. I think that's the perfect spot for it, right next to the
Yeah.
name.
Visible Normandy.
Hello, this is
Man.
Normandy. God
Tonight
damn,
is
this is
not
the
my
last
night.
time that I trust Earl with anything.
No.
Remember when I offered you Willow's VC perms? That offer has been taken back.
No. Cannot believe it. My
Oh.
own brain conspiring against me like this.
So I picked up Shepard's old helmet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Commander, you've received a
Yeah,
new
fuck
message
off.
at your private terminal.
Or immediately walks into the elevator.
Last I remember, your plans were to. Wait, you already did recruit Tali, right?
Yes. Where is it?
I think
It's
that's
down here.
there.
It just sits on my desk now.
Nice.
Remember
I
that
just went
time I
deep over
died?
it.
Also, my dog tags that I got back from Liara. Oh.
You know,
Oh.
dead fish.
Oh, that's
Apparently,
right.
I bought more fish at one point.
Yeah, when
Oh my
Ilium,
God.
yeah.
Oh, probably. Fine. She told me I had unread messages.
Ah.
The Alliance was grateful to receive the information you found in the Normandy crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you've provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf. Aw, thanks, Hackett. Yeah, I was gonna go recruit Samara, and then I was gonna do loyalty missions. To Ilium it is. Because I remembered that mission that I have for the,
Commander, you might want to speak with Tali. She seems very worried about something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, apparently we've already triggered Tally's loyalty mission.
She already likes you, so.
It's true. Because I remember that mission where I have to go investigate the derelict Reaper is not a timed one, and there's nothing forcing me to do it, and I can't trigger anything that'll force it because that's the next story mission.
Mm.
Part of the reason that I'm so cautious about triggering stuff with story missions in this game in particular is that there is one sequence that really depends on me being fast.
Shepard,
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
What?
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
Do we have any questions?
Nature of charges? Like, what the hell are they
So you have
claiming
no
she's
idea why
done?
they're accusing you.
None.
Everything.
The specifics of charges like this are rarely
What
discussed
hasn't
on open
she done?
channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
Okay. I wanna...
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Cool. Let's go recruit Samara.
You have, like, what, 6 different loyalty missions to do?
I have loyalty missions for everyone on my ship except Miranda right now, yeah.
But you already completed her, so...
Yeah. You want to guess
That's-
whose loyalty mission I'm gonna do first?
Garrus.
Yeah. Actually, that's a lie. Oh no, I do have loyalty missions for everyone on my ship except Miranda, because I was gonna say that's a lie because the DLC characters don't have loyalty missions, but that's not true. They just tell you their loyalty missions immediately. I'm doing.
I think you
Oh,
said
okay.
that before, but
Why is it showing
Yeah, that
Discord?
sounds right.
Fuck off. Don't show everyone my Discord.
oh,
Oh.
show everybody your Discord.
Don't show everyone. Excuse me? Why did it show everyone my Discord? What the fuck?
And not only your Discord, but the channel specifically to avoid doxing.
What the
Cringe.
fuck?
Cringe plus ratio plus ratio.
I mean, it had like a thing over it, so I don't think anyone saw anything. But what the fuck? This is
Yeah, it wasn't
programmed.
any-
This is programmed. Like I'm currently got everything programmed. Let's go see Arya. No, let's not. I've currently got everything programmed to just pick up the Mass Effect window. I don't know why it decided to do that. Oh right, I was gonna recruit Samara, and then decide if we were gonna do our last. I'm not doing the Firewalker missions. They're not that exciting. They're kind of fun to play, but they're not really all that exciting. I didn't find them that interesting. We're gonna start doing loyalty missions or the last DLC, which is Project Overlord. Why did I just go to the Citadel? It's not what I want to do.
Everything's going wrong tonight.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to go back there at some point because, like, 2 of your party members are help there.
Oh my god, there's so many pups.
Maybe that.
Luna, I know we were trying to find our way to the Shadow Broker base off stream last time, and I like couldn't find it because it's covered up. All right,
Scratches.
I'm looking for
Gotcha, boy.
Ilium.
Ilium's on the left.
Yeah, I know.
It's so obscure.
I know. I have so many missions.
Yeah. Just the amount of these missions, and it's not your fault, but it's triggering me.
I know, it's okay. Samara's mission is kind of fun. I'm Am I thinking of her loyalty mission or her recruitment mission? Who the fuck knows?
Why does the Normandy look like an anteater?
Jaden says it looks like a shrimp, so.
No, a lobster.
It does look
A
like
lobster.
shrimp
A lobster.
or a lobster.
Thank you.
Is this one of
I
these
see
things?
the shrimp more. I see the shrimp more, but the
Yeah, I
lobster
would-
works too.
I think the SR1 looked a bit
No,
more lobster.
no, I'm gonna bring Garrus and Tali. No, I'm gonna bring Garrus and Tali. I have Tali now.
Look at it.
I have Tali
Look at
now.
it backwards, right? If you look at it backwards, it looks like a Disney's Pixar's.
I'm so happy that I have Tali now.
Yay!
You're
I
so
love-
right. It has like the long snout and everything.
I love her so
Yeah.
much.
Anyways,
I
It
should
was
bring
funny that
Tali to
that's
go see
like
Liara.
both of
Oh, I can't go see Liara because she's on her fucking secret Shadowbroker base now.
Orion or Volus who is tired of being passed over for promotions because of discrimination against exosuit-wearing employees. Genetic
I
paradigms
don't
invite
want to
you consider
hear.
environmental adaptive therapy.
Very few Quarians ever set foot here. Ilium doesn't allow the flotilla to approach beyond a certain distance.
Wild.
This is the greatest planet in the galaxy for those who can afford it, and they work hard to keep the Quarian fleet away.
Cool. Fantasy racism. Space racism.
40% success rate
This should
in
come
that
in handy.
advertisement.
I don't know. I was paying attention to the space racism.
I'm looking for the best.
Of
tech
course you
upgrades
are. Map. Yeah, it's
Jesus, there's
office.
some. You can go to the bar.
What am I looking for?
No, listen to that dude ask for his waifu again.
No! Dossier the Justicar. Go to Dara in the transport hub. Okay.
Of course, I can help you with a consult and figure out what options will come.
I need to leave! Okay, thank you. God, thank you. I
Why
hate
did
how
they put that guy in a main out.
I hate how far that conversation follows you.
I blame the gamers.
Spread the word. The family will be okay.
Oh right, yeah, I remember where I have to go. I just heard the
something to do
words
with-
waste excretions. I don't know what's happening on the announcements. We don't need to look.
I'll take another look at the.
I don't know. Maybe they're having issues with the sewer.
You're
Let's-
sure gateway weapons and armor?
The store's over there, and don't get cute. The whole place is
Shh,
monitored.
fuck off. I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff because I have more money.
Yay.
Okay, can't get that one, but I can get the assault rifle upgrade for my new fucking assault rifle!
Fully upgraded weapon. Memories of.
Your father?
Hey! I can buy another shuttle. I can't buy any fish. I don't have
Not
it.
yet.
I'm not rich enough for fish.
It's not a competition.
This,
Wait,
this
is this
does
not-
not look like a pet store.
And she found me after he died. What about you? Going to try and make it as a commando?
Why not? Every Asari has biotics. Might as well use them.
Oh right, I have to talk to Dara. Dara's over here.
Sniper rifle.
You say so.
Remember
She's the
this
last of a dying breed.
this bitch
Won't be many.
this bitch
Can
that
I help you with something? I'm looking
was
for an
like, why do
Asari
you have a
warrior named
name?
Samara. Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already? Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
It's a really weird helmet, by the way.
If you
I
follow
know.
the laws, you've got nothing to fear.
This
And a
reminds- I
Justicar
just
would
kept
die
my
without
finger on it.
hesitation to
Every
protect
time I look at this
But the
helmet,
code
I'm like,
orders
what
them to
if
stop
something
lawbreakers
shorts out your
and
power?
lethal
Then you
force in
just
most
can't
cases.
see.
And everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her,
oh
she'd
well.
be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Is that her head that's just peeking out?
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said,
Why is it
she's up to
flesh
transport.
toned?
Because
You
that's
can
the
hail a
color
cab
that
to
I
the
made it.
pedestal on that
Also,
balcony over
what
there.
kind of flesh have you been looking at?
I mean, it looks.
It doesn't!
similar.
Hail in a cab. I don't get to drive the cab this time.
I mean, that's generally how cabs work. You pay someone to drive it for you.
I think they're autopilot here.
Then you pay the car to drive itself.
It's a taxi! It has a fare meter! I want to bring Tali and Miranda, just for shits and giggles.
Do they, like, hate each other or something?
Well, Tali, is not a big fan of Cerberus.
Okay. So the answer is yes.
Yeah. Not as much as Miranda and Jack hate each other, because Miranda and Jack hate each other on a personal level. Tali just doesn't like Cerberus.
That's valid.
Because they threatened the migrant fleet.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
God, I look stupid, but this helmet is so good.
That's the RPG mood.
I only have to see it from behind most of the time, so it's fine.
Like, every time you go into a cutscene, you look really dumb.
I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more
I'm gonna
trouble.
have to change this helmet for the
As if
loyalty
that weren't
missions.
enough.
I can't.
So
I
much
can't
so.
have
Yeah,
emotional. I can't have emotional moments with this helmet.
Scared of her. I've got to get off this world.
You look like a bootleg RoboCop.
I do look like RoboCop.
Partner was murdered.
I mean, I'm like half cybernetics at this point, so am I not RoboCop?
Yeah, you kind of are. I was trying to figure out what that helmet reminded me of, and I was like, it just came to me, RoboCop.
I'm a particular fan of whatever the fuck those two, like, protruding cylinders are from my jawbone.
It's not like, presumably, like, that's for, like, when you have to, like, breathe through it.
Yeah, like when I have, like, the mouthpiece on.
Yes, yeah, that thing. Because right now they just look kind of like they're just sitting there doing nothing.
Looking stupid.
Yeah.
God, I need to get that blood dragon armor so that I can look cool as fuck.
I occasionally do business with.
Why are his guards suddenly fronting up on us?
With my guards.
They just noticed how stupid your helmet is.
This is a scummy bunch, even by Merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items.
We're gonna find out what red sand is later.
Killers.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
It sounds almost like a drug.
It's a drug.
Space cocaine, I see.
Right now,
not quite, but yeah.
Is me.
Space meth?
It's unhealthy to
You'll
be
find out.
in the Nosastra
Okay.
spaceport.
I'll figure out what space drug it is.
Especially
it doesn't have an Earth equivalent.
I should go.
Oh, okay.
Because it does things that we don't have on Earth.
Like?
You'll find out.
Alright, I'll see what this mystery drug is.
Hey, what's up?
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters run this area.
Well, I'm gonna murder them, so.
Isn't that like a mercenary gang you've ran into before?
Yeah,
Eclipse?
the mercenary gangs that we run into ever are Eclipse, Blue Suns, and Blood Pack.
Okay, those are the only three mercenary gangs.
Eclipse are, well, because I guess they're the biggest. We run into like some sub ones, but really we run into Eclipse, Blue Suns, and
Blood Pack.
Eclipse are primarily Asari, and they primarily use like biotics. Blue Suns are primarily Turian, and they primarily use tech. and Blood Pack is primarily Volus, and they use like all kinds of modded weapons. Like, Blood Pack is the one that uses the flamethrowers.
Oh, great.
Sorry, not Volus. What the fuck are those bitches called? The creepy motherfuckers.
Orcha?
Vorcha.
I think that's no. Varen is the dog ones. Vorcha is the goblin.
No,
creatures.
it's Vorcha.
I keep getting the two mixed up.
That's fair.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I don't need your permission.
Yeah, fuck you, lady.
Recruit Samara for my mission.
Fuck you for doing your job.
We must be quite a crew to see walking around.
But they are drawn to impossible causes.
Like, we're heavily armored. Oh, we're
I'll get
girl
you
power right now.
Girl boss.
Girl bosses. We're heavily armed and armored crew of 3 walking around in somewhat formation.
Not just heavily armed, but armed with like experimental technology.
Yeah, armed and armored with the most expensive, well-kept, and experimental tech. I have a fucking collector. You can see that fucking collector gun poking over my shoulder. That must be the wildest. Like, some people must see me walk by and go, she had this gun on her back? It looked like it was made of bone.
Maybe they just think you're like really dedicated LARPers.
I doubt it.
Out of your district. My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause
Probably not, but it would be funny if they did.
But her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
This lady wears a lot of eyeshadow.
Or is lady just really, really tired?
It's around the corner. Go
Yeah,
outside, take
she
a look.
sounds really
Look
tired.
for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
That's fine. I'm okay with murdering a few of them.
I have to go.
No. Okay.
We'd better find Samara before the detective.
Girl bosses! Alright, let's go. So did you catch that? I have to find Samara or that detective gon' die.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
Peace! I'm crossing the police tape.
To let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Oh, this is that bitch who's like, oh, they'll never notice the result. They'll never notice a few missing goods and won't fucking shut up about it.
Like, yes, I've did a crime, and no
I'm
one will ever
doing
know.
crime! Hey, everyone! I'm doing crime!
What? Someone who told you I was doing crime?
How did you possibly know I was doing crime, officer? Hello? Yep, there we go. Please send out your drone. I love your drone. She named her drone. I don't remember what its name is, like how to pronounce it off the top of my head, but...
It's like the little, like, purple thing?
Yeah, that's her drone.
Nice.
I think it's Tachika or something? She names it something in Korean that doesn't translate. Hello, armless robot.
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Miranda over there. No, I gotta switch weapons. I gotta switch to my fucking insane assault rifle. Assault rifle!
This game, a very alien gun.
Assault rifle of death. The one that actually makes the machine gun noise. Actually sounds like I'm using like mechanics, which is fun. Just gonna, oh, I was just gonna save real quick. Oops.
That merc was wounded and helpless. Do you just kill anyone who won't help you?
If my cause is important, yeah.
Rip Samar's introduction, I guess.
Fuck.
I've killed enemies, but always with good reason.
I'll
I
reload,
answer to
maybe.
a code that is clearly defined. If my actions are true to that code, I am just. If they are not, I am unjust. I don't pretend it is a simple matter or that it seems right to everyone. But I sleep well at night, and that is more than most can say. How may I be of service to you?
I'm going up against suicidal odds and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive. I cornered her here, but the Eclipse sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
Yeah.
The human is lost here. Can one of you clarify?
I was trying to convince her to leave with you, but Justicar's in their code.
The detective has been ordered to detain me. I can't force her to disobey an order.
And after a day, Samara fights her way out of custody, killing anyone in her way?
I am afraid so.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
She's a matriarch, by the way.
I mean, she's been around for a while.
Like 1,000 years, yeah.
Oof.
We'll ask more questions once we reload and see her.
Is tied to this. Eclipse mercs
Intro.
are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
I like the
Well,
fancy neck
I've got to get
pieces
back
on
to
her
my station.
armor.
And
I'm
guess
not
I've gotta
I'm
take
not
you
like
with
for
me.
armor's sake a big fan of
Thank
the
you,
deep
Chef.
V-neck, but I'm a big fan of the rest of the aspects of her armor.
I mean, if you've survived for 1,000 years, you probably don't need that
Okay.
much armor.
We're reloading.
Autosave?
No, because that was saved right there.
Okay.
So we gotta kill those mercs again.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
No biggie.
Why does Miranda have a circle underneath her?
She's loyal.
Oh, okay, that's what that means.
Yep.
Cool.
I see that circle and I'm like, I'm taking you on this mission. Even though it really doesn't affect anything other than the fact that they have one power. Like one extra power. Yeah, fuck off. Okay.
I should
Bye.
go.
You have talked to a local.
I have. Hey.
If you've got a score to settle with someone,
We've got
if
that
you're getting her
covered.
out of my district, I'll get you to her. She knows how to
You're
handle
letting
herself.
her into
She
a
knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully
My-
anxious.
I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some... Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys.
Okay,
lately.
bye.
I have to go.
Peace.
Good luck.
We're just redoing this for Samara's intro.
Yeah, maybe you should save the game, like,
No.
manually. No?
No.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every
Yeah.
sorry
Make sure you
does.
pick up all the, like, the
Yep.
salvage stuff,
Told us
too.
to let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Oh yeah, I guess the section actually isn't that long.
No.
For some reason I was like, but I guess it only started when you got out of the cab.
Yeah. Hey. No, I gotta switch weapons. I don't want to be using this.
I'm gonna be using the bone gun.
I gotta use the bone gun.
A bone gun.
Did you guys watch that? Did you also see that body just melt? That was fun. Alright. I'm saving here. And now we're gonna go see Samara's intro.
Yay.
Those were my best troops.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
She's so cool!
Shit.
She's 1,000 years old and has been highly trained that whole time.
She left on.
Go to hell.
Her training must have training.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess.
Damn. Stone cold.
My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse Sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
That merc was wounded.
If my cause is important,
I'm just skipping through this now.
I don't. How may I be of
Going
service?
up again.
I wish you risk my code obligation. You won't be able to stop me. Do that, and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Okay. Let's ask her about
Can you
Justicars.
tell me more about Justicars?
We are individuals who have forsworn family, children, and worldly possessions aside from some weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
Ilium may be dominated by Asari, but it isn't in Asari space.
My quarry fled to this place. I am sworn to hunt her down, and I will follow anywhere she goes. It is rare for a Justicar to leave Asari space, but I must follow my oath. If I suffer for it, I will accept that.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the right path.
Alright.
Do you have any leads?
The Volus
She's
merchant Pitney 4 is tied to this.
I'm glad you reloaded that. That opening scene was badass.
Wasn't it?
Right?
She does that a lot. She just flies with biotics. Not quite. She like hang glides.
Well, I've got to get back to
Oh,
my
pretty
station.
cool and badass.
And I guess I've got to take you with me.
I think her and Jack are the only people we ever see do that. And I don't think we see Jack do that in this game. Hey, Bitney 4.
How convenient that you're here.
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
Why are the mercs after you?
I know nothing about any mercenaries, Earth Clan.
I'm waiting
I'm
for the
merely an
renegade
innocent
option.
merchant trying
There it
to
is!
manage-
Oh, I missed it!
Eclipse are hunting you.
Okay, we need to reload this.
No.
Yes, you're right, Earth Clan. I'm desperate.
I left clicked
I've
instead
got
of right
angry
clicking.
mercs after me, and now
Damn.
this Asari Justicar.
I'm a fool.
Let's talk.
I'm a damn fool.
I smuggled a chemical onto
Oh.
Ilium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic.
Red sand.
Okay.
I have forgotten to mention
So it's
that
like
the
biotic
Eclipse,
steroids
so
then.
They are perturbed and want to kill me.
More or less. It's like biotic steroids if you took 2 doses of steroids, it burns your mind.
Right.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally caught
It
up.
poisoned your entire body.
True.
Like I know steroids aren't good for you, but like red sand is like toxic.
Yeah, it's like you can get it at a dose that won't instantly fuck you up.
Yeah.
I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy.
How convenient for both of us.
Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
Cool gang initiation, huh? Now where am I going? Oh, Eclipse Hideout elevator. This one. convenient that it's right next to the cop, like the police station, essentially. Oh, seems to be quite a ways down.
It's just on like the same giant ass building.
It's true. Heads up. Oh, wow! Immediately, huh?
Whoa.
Oh, I didn't even see that mech. Wow. All right. Well, I was just looking around as my companions killed the mech standing in front of me. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit.
Power of girl boss.
The power of girl boss. Hey.
Oh shit.
Red sand.
Feels like a waste of product, just like throwing at you. Yeah.
Well, no, because it poisons your enemy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, at least you get boosted psionic abilities at the cost of everything.
At the cost of your life, probably. Hey. See that toxicity level?
Oh, yeah.
If it gets to max, you die.
However, concentrated exposure will cause severe tissue damage. I recommend limited exposure.
Drone him, Tally.
We've been spotted.
Miranda. God, I love this gun. Truly the best choice I've ever made. Hey.
Can't target them.
Wow, they're so clustered. There we go.
Can't get them.
Damn. Oh.
Assault shotgun?
Nice.
What in the fuck?
Yeah,
what does that mean? Wait, I gotta take it out. I have it now. I gotta.
Whoa.
Oh, it's just a shot. It's not like an assault rifle, as in it's like automatic.
Like
It's like an assault shotgun, as in a shotgun for assaulting people.
As you know, the previous shotguns weren't meant to assault people.
No, they were for self-defense. Obviously, they're just a deterrent. Oh hey.
Deterrent shotgun. God, can you, for me, turn those from flesh-colored?
No.
They're just off-putting.
No.
Yeah, can you please buy nicer looking armor?
It's expensive! Also, this armor set is here because it's the hit people real hard armor set.
You at least take the helmet off.
Maybe.
Wait, stop!
Because the rest of the armor is fine.
I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot. I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
You didn't know you'd have to commit a murder.
It shows your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that, bitch!
Yeah, I can leave this lady alive if I want to, but I didn't feel like it today.
Woke up and chose violence.
Lore-wise, if you left that lady alive, that lady commits more murders.
She does, yeah. Actually, yeah, if you leave that lady, so she hasn't committed her murder to get her armor yet. If you leave her alive, she does, and you see it.
Ah.
Well, you don't like see it, but you like see the body.
You see that she did in fact do it.
Yes. You see the body and there's like a data pad next to it or something. Or like she sends you a message, I can't remember.
They should just send
Like, guess what I just did?
I think she sends you a message. Nice of you to just bump into each other there, huh? Hey.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You just pushed that merc through a wall.
I did.
The powers of red sand.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's a hack. It's not a whatever the fuck the other thing is. Override or something. Money! Monies. God, why is there so much background noise all of a sudden? Oh, I think we're in a spaceport.
So I think you just shot out like all the windows.
Well, there's that too, maybe. Hey!
Oh.
Nothing's faster than
Oh yeah, Tachika.
Backup systems engaged.
Oh, Tali. So Tali's an engineer class, right? Like she's like pure engineer. So she can actually hack synthetics so that to like fuck up their friend foe ID so they actually turn on people.
Oh, nice.
So she can like, oh, she can't do it right now. There's not more than one. I'll do it the next time. Yeah. Next time there's a mech and a group of people. Okay. Run through the red sand. Why did the one that I didn't have to hack give me twice the number of credits as the one I did have to hack?
Crime doesn't pay?
Crazy.
That doesn't seem like a good, like, rewarding you for doing things system.
Damn you, Bioware.
Damn you, Bioware. Why did it save there?
Oh no.
Maybe I just like got to a new level of the building. Oh hey.
Mind over matter.
Hey, do you
You have a robot friend.
do you have a mech?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now.
God, I love this gun. It has so I don't just love Oh,
I remember this. I hated this.
So I don't just love this gun because it's because it like makes funny noises and is automatic, but I really love it because it like doesn't have the movement that like my machine pistol does.
Recoil?
Not quite, but like as you're holding the gun down, it like gets harder and harder to, it's more stable.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets us still part
So
of
recoil.
Yeah.
Kickback is usually the other term.
Yeah, kickbacks I think is when you fire, specifically.
Well, so's recoil. Anyway, it's way easier to hold steady, basically. The other one, like the other ones, I don't know if you can really see it because like I do like an okay job of containing them, but the other one, like the machine pistol was really fighting me. Hey. Please poke it. Oh, hey, Tally! Oh, she just did it. So she hacked that synthetic. Yeah. So now it's glitching. And now it's turned around and is fighting its friends.
Yay.
Nice. Yeah, I see it like switching.
They also get highlighted like orange. Like her tech is like orange.
Nice.
Which is kind of fun. Hi. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Dead. I'll tear you apart.
Will you? Is that so? How very interesting.
Can't get up.
Why can I not get a lock on this bitch? She's right in front of me. Hey.
Bonk. Just
get
one
bonked.
hit that person? Damn.
I think so. Well, I think so. I think one of my companions was shooting her. forget what my goal is right now. I think it's gonna be good this way.
Don't you have to like? Oh, you have to find the name of a ship that someone escaped on.
Yes.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc.
Oh, so she just lied to me.
Ridiculous bolus.
She is the one who committed the murder.
Close exploding rounds blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Because if I had let her talk more.
Elnora was the killer. It's a good thing we took her out.
Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
If I had let her talk more, she was like, oh no, like I didn't fire my gun. I'm just like a new Eclipse. I haven't even got my uniform yet.
Well, that's what she said already. Like.
Well, no, she said the I didn't fire my gun part. I don't think she said the whole I haven't like.
She said that she hadn't murdered anyone yet.
Ah, I didn't hear it. I was too busy shooting her. Anyway. So yeah, she sends you a message if you let her go free.
We've been spotted.
Have we? Hey, Tali.
I've triggered behind.
Mech on mech violence.
There we go.
When will it end?
Oh, I know what's coming for me. I know what's up.
The gun. Is it the gunship again?
Well, we've got a big open space with some cover, and it's open to the city. So.
Oh boy. Yep, there it is.
Nothing's faster than Jatika von Tong.
This gunship. Oh god.
And then it fucks off for a bit and Eclipse come in, I think. Oh, no, it does a... Oh, right, it does flybys.
Night-night.
Right.
You still have, like, heavy ammo left? Or no?
I do. I should have switched my weapon.
We're compromised.
I don't know how helpful that was. Oh, it did a lot, actually.
Damn.
Gotcha.
Hey, congrats to me. Looks like I'm just better at this game than Earl.
Not a huge stretch of the imagination.
I've played this game like 50 times.
No, I have played it 3 or 4 times though.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually know how many times I've played it through. It hasn't been like more than 10 though. It probably hasn't been more than 5. But that I'm not 100% sure on.
Oh, for a game of this size, that's still quite a bit.
Yes.
That's quite a large quantity of hours.
Do we want to know how many hours I put in Mass Effect 1? Or Mass Effect 2?
Yeah.
Let me just open Steam real quick. I had to switch screens so that it doesn't just show my Discord window again. Actually, is Mass Effect 2 on Origin? I cannot remember.
Mass Effect, yeah, it's on Origin.
Well, no, my question is more, did I have Mass Effect 2 on Origin?
Oh.
No, I just have Mass Effect 3 on Origin, so I do need to wait for Steam to open here.
I see.
Please hold while Steam opens. How's everybody else's evening going?
Alright.
Oh, hey, maybe I'll start a commercial break while Steam opens.
Yeah.
This will be our break.
Would they hear us talk during the commercial break or no?
What's that?
Would they still hear us talk during the commercial break or no?
Depends on whether or not people get commercials.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Subscribers will, and people who sometimes people just don't get commercials. I think because I'm baby.
PC.
Let's see. Mass Effect 2. How many hours do we think I have in Mass Effect 2? It's probably less than you think.
I want to say around 200.
Okay. Anybody else have a guess?
100.
Okay. Stuart? I don't know if Stuart's actually still here.
Stuart's here but muted.
Stuart's here in spirit. 138.3.
Okay, that's a bit less than.
That's less than I thought as well, actually.
I win the Price is Right.
You do. How many do I have in Mass Effect 3? Oh, okay. How many do you think I have in Mass Effect 3? Which is a bit of a longer game, I think.
150.
230.
Oh, Jaded! 238.
Oh, shit. Yet
I won Price is Right this time.
I wonder if I have more or less minutes in Mass Effect 1. Okay, so Mass Effect 3, I have 238.
Right.
In Mass Effect 2, I have 138. How many hours do we think I have in Mass Effect 1?
38.
Okay.
50.
61.
Okay.
I am the ultimate winner of the Price is Right.
Yeah, you did. You won the tiebreaker. Congrats.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Well, you won the
This is that you are much faster at RPGs than I am.
So Earl is a one. Earl is 1-1 right now. One win, 1 loss tonight. Jaden's at 1 win, 0 losses because she didn't bet. I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, you said I'm faster at RPGs. Yes.
Than I am.
I'm fast. I'm probably faster at RPGs. I also like when I started playing Mass Effect 1 and 2 in particular. It was like the first time I had really played that kind of RPG. Like they're the first. Mass Effect 1 was the first PC RPG I had played, and the second like RPG that I owned.
What was the first one?
Skyrim.
If you don't mind me asking. Skyrim. Okay.
Like, I also played, like, Zelda games and stuff on Wii, but I would say Skyrim was the first sort of that kind of style.
Yeah, Zelda games are kind of like, they're a slightly different genre.
They're their own
quite
genre.
RPG. Yeah.
Yeah, so I played Skyrim. It was the first PC RPG I had really played, and only the second RPG, and I really wasn't into, like, 100% in games at that point. So I kind of just went through the game. Alright. That's been a minute and a half, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alright, let's bypass this circuit. Watch me struggle. Oh, so they're all far apart, huh?
Hey.
Damn it, I got that one.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh.
God!
This looks like this mini game looks like it would work so much better on a touchscreen.
It would work really a lot better if I had if I didn't have a really bad mouse. This would be fine.
Did you try doing this shit on console?
What about console?
Yeah!
Doing this, like doing this mini game on console, I feel like it'd be even worse.
Yeah, you can get this game on console. So, I don't even know how it would work on console.
Shipping manifest. It shows
Hopefully
that
better.
Garrus sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't the information Samara needs, but it does implicate the Volus.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
I'm just doing this bitch's
We gotta
job
keep
for
moving.
her.
Pretty much.
Oh, I had an option. I could deliver that evidence to Pitney 4 or to Anaya, by the way.
I think Pitney 4 is
Oh.
the Renegade?
Who's this? This is a different Volus. Who
Earl,
is
do you
this?
remember this guy? Earl, do you remember this guy?
Yes, I remember.
Is this like a food ATM?
Yeah, Jaden, I just need silence for just a sec. You need to listen to this man.
I will watch.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
You need help.
You need help. For you stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness. They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
Oh my god.
I love this man.
Are you part of Pitney Force trade group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
Mortal. He's so high on drugs, he thinks he's ascended.
Probably so his departure won't get delayed.
Pitney will pick money over friends every time.
Bah! I will wreak a just revenge upon his people. But first, the leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
Shepard, having this incapacitated Volus running around our battlefield could compromise us.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
Right.
Say will tear you apart. Take a nap. You'll feel better.
Are you mad? I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last step. But, Great Wind, biotic god, what was I saying? I'm tired. You may be right. Yes, I'm tired. I'll nap. Destroy the universe later.
So much for godhood.
Why not Vol's had a fucking lightsaber?
Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last step in my ascent to godhood. When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney for.
Not believe that guy's first line was, I am a biotic god.
I love him so much. I forgot
Red
about
sand, not even once.
Does red sand once, becomes that.
Becomes biotic god.
Ascends instantly.
I totally forgot about that guy until I saw him standing at the end of that hallway. And the second I saw him, I was like, oh, I know you. Alright, here we go. What's up, bitch? Oh my god, she's so rich, she has a real glass. Nice armor.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you.
God, her armor is so cool.
At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass.
Wanna bet?
Incoming.
Combat drone ready.
I remember this boss fight was, you know, being absolutely horrible for me.
What was that? Who was that?
I think that was Tali. I want to say that's like the 2 hits triggered like new like hit sounds.
I hope that's what it was, because it's so funny. Oh god, she's already got no armor.
Isn't that a shame?
How very unfortunate. Oh god, she has so many people though.
Did you just like fall over dead right there?
I think she might have.
Hell yeah.
Why are you weeping? Like, I mean, you're dying, so fair, but like, damn! Aren't you like a hardened merc or some shit? Oh, I'm just gonna pause and hack this real quick. Don't mind me.
That ship must be around here.
Thanks, Tali.
Hold on, let me just hack your shit real quick.
I think they're all dead, so it doesn't really matter. Mosea's datapad. AML Demeter.
That must be the ship Samara was looking for.
Should
Oh,
we
I'm
head
still
back to the
glowing.
police station and give her the name, or look around first?
We're gonna look around.
We got time.
We're gonna see if there's anything else. I don't know if there is, but I'm gonna look.
Is there anything that is not tied down?
Literally. Let's steal some red sand.
Hey, I know this is like crime scene evidence, but I took some drugs.
Literally nothing else. Alright.
The gang sells illegal drugs.
Now how do I leave? Probably through that door.
The gang becomes drug dealers.
Yeah, Shepard goes from
oops.
Shepard goes from max Paragon points to drug dealer.
Of one easy
Should
step.
we go back to the spaceport main yard?
Yes.
Let's go.
Look at that crew.
They walking.
They're going. I think we're gonna do Garrus's loyalty mission after this, because the loyalty missions on the Citadel aren't like super long, so we could probably finish it today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving you the evidence, Pitney 4. Have a nice life in jail. Wait, I'm gonna talk to you though.
Also, merely out of curiosity,
I want to tell him to his face to fuck off.
Run across a shipping manifest that belongs to me?
You never know when something like this might come in handy.
If it might change your mind, Earth Clan, returning that manifest would be very profitable for you.
Yeah.
If you give it to the detective, her reward will be a pat on the back.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
If you give it to
Wait, where's Samara? Because I think Samara's just here. Yeah, there she is.
She's just chilling.
She's meditating. She's literally just hanging out.
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine. I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
Looks like a shrimp. Can't miss it.
Service, so that I am never forced to choose between.
Okay, wait, this is very dramatic.
This is the same thing where everything just evolves to crap.
Drama. She's very flexible. By the way.
Yeah.
By the code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes.
Just don't talk
Shall
to
we return
Kasumi
to your
or to Zaid about like what they do for work. Because I don't want you to murder either of them.
Jack, I get the feeling she's just kill people for shits and giggles.
Or Jack. Don't forget about Jack.
Or Jack. Just don't talk to Jack.
I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
Did your job for you?
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting.
Like how that like landed proper rating side.
It would be inadmissible.
Can you imagine?
I vote
It's
for
like
Shepard,
throws
and
it,
any
knocks over a
evidence she
coffee. It's
brings
like, yo,
forward.
what the fuck?
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came through. Never heard of this Elnora. Sounds like she was just starting her career. Good thing you cut it short. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled.
I'm just handing all these people to this.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts.
The slammer.
It's a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
Return to Normandy. Let's go. Let's go to the Citadel for shits and giggles.
Yay! And get more fish, hopefully.
Maybe. Each loyal
Maybe you
squad
can-
member increases your chance of surviving the mission.
I'm assuming that's the overarching mission, not just mission in general.
The suicide mission.
Welcome to the
Because
Normandy,
you
Squad.
can
Studied the
die
profile extensively.
in the
Your
suicide
boy.
mission.
Be an excellent addition to
Literally, your entire team can get wiped out on the suicide mission,
That is high praise indeed.
including you.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're gonna find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
Literally stares into the void.
She's like that. I wish you could do a loyalty mission for Joker.
Oh, don't forget to upgrade your ship with the...
I think I already did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joker, I think the reason that we don't have a loyalty mission for Joker is that he is already loyal.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He would already kill for you.
He would literally walk into battle for me, and walking is a constant danger for him.
So, Commander, even your Asari are trained killers? Get everyone at the same store or something?
I love
I
you.
see everything's going
I
well
love
up
you
here.
so
Good for
much.
now. Fractured my thumb.
Okay,
but
fine.
I think I made my point.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda.
Yeah, I want to
They
hear about
expect to
Tali.
survive the reprisal. Well, I always liked Tali, so let's just move on.
Yeah!
There's really no need to go spread
I headcanon, like, joke, like, for my, like, people call them, like, their canon shepherds. I headcanon Joker and Tali as her, like, fucking BFFs. They're just a mischief crew.
Mischief crew.
Sounds like an engineer, so it's like, they probably get along really, really well. Like,
Yeah. He flies
Like,
the
I mean-
ship, she makes it run.
yeah, exactly.
You're obligated to be friends.
Well, no. Sometimes engineers and pilots really disagree. Like in,
There is nothing more absolute than the oath of an
the
Asari
third,
justice.
the,
You did well getting Samara
like in
on.
Andromeda.
She is so elegant and gorgeous.
I don't know much
Yet her
about
manner
Andromeda.
is just so cold.
The pilot and the engineer have beef in Andromeda.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now.
Okay,
Anything
bye.
else, Commander?
Are you about to tell me I have a new
If you need
mission?
anything.
I have a new message? No?
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
You have no mail.
Congrats to me, I guess. Let's go see Samara.
You're probably gonna get Samara's loyalty mission after you, like, travel to a new place.
Absolutely. Let's go talk to Samara and Miranda. Samara because she's new, and Miranda because she might have something interesting to say. Probably not, but she might.
It didn't I'm pretty sure you talked to her fairly recently, and she was like, I've work to do.
Yeah, but then I did a thing.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah,
Shepard.
okay, fuck off.
Of course, Commander.
She says fuck off until you complete the next main mission.
Okay.
Because the recruitment missions are like main quests, but they're like side quest, main quest.
They're technically optional.
Yes. Oh, hey, Kasumi. I'm just gonna poke you as well.
I was just thinking about you.
I love you!
Liara Tassoni's got quite a reputation. I've done business with her people before.
Uh-huh.
My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation.
Oh my god.
Did you just close the door on yourself?
I don't know. I think I like backed out of where the actual door was.
So the collectors did take New Canton.
Yes, but my wife and daughter left in the nick of time. They're resting in San Francisco as we speak.
That's great news.
It is, but I knew a lot of good people in New Canton. Our mission has to succeed.
Thank God Shepard's in command.
Why do I know New Canton? Where do I know that from?
New Canton.
Did you visit it in the first game?
No. I don't think it's from this game series. I think it might be a reference to something else. 1 second. Please hold. I think it might be like an actual place.
Yeah, New Canton, Illinois.
New Canton, Virginia. Why do I... One moment.
My Google search just pulls up Chinese restaurants.
Yeah,
and
just
then
no.
things
Once
down the Mass Effect wiki page.
just a sec. I gotta think about this.
They're on a verge of a breakthrough.
Cause like I can hear someone saying it in my head, so it's from like a podcast or a video or like a TV show or something.
I think Canton. Well, that's the name of like the Swiss subdivision.
No, I know New Canton. I can hear someone saying New Canton in my head.
Wow, the Mass Effect thing has like 3 sentences.
Anyway,
But entry
doesn't
on-
matter. But
Yeah.
So somewhere that looks on
Maybe
the
it'll
vast.
come to you.
Yeah, somewhere that looks on the vast expanse. You're not Miranda. You're Samara. This is how she meditates.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool also how like so many parts, because all Asari have biotics and only Asari can be Justicars, and they're like such an ancient part of Asari culture, like saying that oath required a biotic component. I love chatting with Samara. She's so cool.
Shepard.
She's
How are you?
so cool.
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
I love you!
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
That's fair.
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs. You might say it is personal.
Okay, I'll leave it alone for now, because
do you
we'll
think
find
of
out during her
Cerberus?
loyalty mission.
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
I work for you, Shepard. Our methods may be different, but our goals are not.
Goodbye.
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
I love you so much! You're so cool! Okay, we're gonna go to the Citadel now! I love all these characters!
I like how Samara has like 2 large couches, but has decided to sit on the floor.
Well, you notice that every other squad mate has some kind of possessions in their room, and she doesn't.
Yes.
So she's just like that.
Oh, she did say that she
No,
has, like,
she's
literally
not
on
just
carpet-
built different. She has reformed herself to be different.
Reimagined to be different.
Yes.
Reconstructed different.
There was like an option to go somewhere else. Ezo Rich Planet. Don't care. Let's go unlock Garrus's romance. Let's go.
Yay! Yay!
It's time!
Let's fucking go!
Do you need to do the loyalty missions to do that?
Yes.
Ah.
Help Thane, help Garrus.
My beloved.
Garrus, my beloved! Let's go!
Isn't Thane's loyalty mission also pretty short?
Yes. But it is secondary to my mission of boyfriend.
Yeah.
Hi, Garrus. Samara, I love you. Actually, I shouldn't bring Samara on this mission. You know, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I don't want her to kill my husband.
Oh, do you have to commit crime? Just a little, okay.
You know.
Yeah, just
a little crime.
It's optional. It's pseudo-optional crime.
Okay.
Perhaps that is a good place to start looking.
Oh, right. I forgot this involves Fade.
Recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more
Oh,
information.
we need to go to CSEC regardless. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I can't let you board the shuttle with that.
But this is a ceremonial item of my people.
Sir, it's a 15-centimeter serrated blade.
You humans are all raced.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know CSEC too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Wow.
How's it going, Bailey?
I'm trying to find a local forger. He goes by the name of Fade.
Yeah, I know him. The alias, anyway. He's been a thorn in the network division's side for the last year. He works with the Blue Suns.
Where can we find him?
If I knew that,
I
he'd
love
be in
your
a cell.
voice so much.
Best I can do is put you on the trail.
Forgot how much I
There's
loved
a
his
warehouse
voice
in the
until that
marketplace.
voice line.
Some of Fade's contacts work out
That got
there.
me good.
Go ask them some questions. Gently, of course.
Why haven't you been able to catch him?
Whoever he is, he's damn good at avoiding CSEC. I think someone on the inside's feeding him information.
That's fair.
Either that, or he's got access to our databases and comm channels. I don't know which is worse.
Okay.
But you're outside CSEC. Maybe you can nail his ass.
I should be going.
I
You
gotta
need
ask
anything
about.
else, let
Yeah,
me know.
I do need something
Yes?
else. Thanks.
The
Okay.
associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported to Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducks dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall.
Cheery.
Suffocated by vacuum exposure.
Damn.
Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
Duct rats.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
Just don't ask questions
You don't know
about
us,
who
Captain.
Thane's
Why are you going
what
so far
Thane's
to help
job
us?
is.
I've worked at Kara for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
Maybe just Bailey have like
You didn't tell
a
him that
Canadian
Kolyat
accent.
plans to assassinate
Maybe he's
someone.
Canadian.
He's a cop.
Maybe.
They try to stop Kolyat, and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
Alright, let's go talk to Fade!
Well, can you buy nicer looking armor?
No. I'll do that in between.
Okay.
Where's Fade? I forget where Fade is.
Didn't you say that you don't want to have dramatic moments with the stupid helmet on?
I want to say
You're
the Garrus
correct.
stuff
I did say that, didn't I?
You did say that.
Okay, we might run a little late because I need to change my helmet.
I think you can find Garrus like in the same level where you found that like Vol's quarrying conflict. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. God, get me out of the cutscene. Fuck off. I don't need to see the Normandy flying off into space. It's not actually going anywhere.
You're just walking on it.
Yeah.
That's presumably because it only has the what view through the windows is probably only ever just space.
Yeah. Alright, armor. Fine, I'll take out the fucking Kestrel. What about this one?
Wait, is that the same thing Thane has?
It is, yeah.
Can you not just remove helmets altogether?
Yeah, but I don't want to be in combat. They give me bonuses.
Oh, it's not like Dragon Age where it's just like aesthetic?
No.
Okay.
I want that 5% health. Well, see, the reason that I had the Kestrel helmet, if we scroll back, is because it gives you a headshot damage, weapon damage, and shields. Oh, the boy! I just saw his whole entire face.
Oh, yeah, he sniffed the camera.
He sniffed the camera. This one gives you health by 5%. We'll go with that one.
Hell yeah.
Also, Stuart wanted me to change it to less flesh colored. So I can do that. Wait, let me look at my other types. Nope. That's really cool though, actually. Hello? There we go. Nope. That one's kind of fun, actually.
Yeah.
It's not as good though. Like it doesn't. It's really cool as a set, but it doesn't actually give you as many bonuses. Like the individual pieces of armor give you a lot of bonuses.
Ooh.
That dark
Honor's
red
like
is that's really good actually. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, like the black reddish or black purple, like oof.
Yes. All right.
It's a combo to be sure.
I am the ultimate hero.
Maybe you're the biotic god.
I mean, I don't think my biotics are stronger than Jack or Miranda or Liara.
Or Samara for that matter.
Or Samara. Like I don't think Shepard's fighting skills is the strongest at anything. I think it's overall very good. I just realized I'm bringing an assassin on this mission, Earl. Seems appropriate.
There's the bone gun.
Sorry, Earl?
You could argue that Garrus could also be like a assassin type figure.
He's a sniper. He's not quite an assassin.
Assassin adjacent.
He is assassin adjacent. That is correct.
I will concede that.
Yes. Okay. Find Fade near the neon markets on Zakara. Okay, let's go to Zakara.
I think that's where you are.
It's not.
Because the thing said Zakara. Oh.
What's around us? I think it's the warehouse.
It was the neon market or something.
The one that says warehouse is the one I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shipping warehouse.
This looks like the place.
I just got a refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omni-Gel converter here.
I don't think you have the right place.
No, they said to go to the warehouse. This is the warehouse.
I don't want to listen to that, Karen. This is why I wanted to wear a helmet, Jin. Hey, look, it's Fade.
Fade?
Yeah.
You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it. Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them, you lumbering!
Oh my god.
Fucking kneecap them?
Why do I even bother?
I think I might have killed them, but...
We're looking for someone.
You shot low.
Well, no, I had... Yeah. I think I had my gun low so that it was pointing at him.
Sort of.
I knew it.
Look, it's not Fade!
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Hey, Jaden, do you want to know a secret?
He's in the
Yes.
It's kind of a spoiler, but it's not actually. Fade is someone we've met before.
Oh, he's got a lot of mercs there.
Okay.
Blue Suns.
In the first game.
They're protecting him.
Oh, there it is! Harkin! Why do I even bother? Do you remember Harkin?
Well,
I think he was in the bar, yeah?
I was asking Jaden, but...
A lot of people were in the bar. I honestly do not remember.
Remember the guy who was in the bar who I had to ask for information and he was like, hey babe, that soldier getup looks really good on you. Why don't you sit your sweet little ass down? And I had to threaten to punch him in the teeth.
But it changes nothing.
I think that vaguely rings a bell.
Yeah, he used to work for CSEC, but he was a piece of shit, so he got fired.
Well,
So now he's a forger.
We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
I think I
Poor
can
guy.
just tell the... I don't think I have to kill the guards. I think if I had waited, there was a Paragon option to just tell them to get out of here.
It took me a long time to get this refund.
Yeah, but just shooting them is much cooler.
Wait, where did he tell me to go? I wasn't paying attention.
I think you just gotta go to one of the taxi thingies.
Yeah, you have to hail a cab.
I have to take a cab to Harkin, specifically. I bet that's gonna be an option on the thing.
Yeah.
Where is it? No, Factory District. That's no fun. I thought it was just gonna say Harkin.
It took me a embarrassing long time to realize that I had to hail a cab, but it's like, wait a minute, I talked to the bolus dude, and this door isn't opening. What the fuck?
What the fuck? No, you know what? I'm actually gonna bring Tali for the emotional support.
The OG crew.
The
He's
crew
the
that
most
I
OG,
choose
yeah.
for literally everything when given the choice. Literally, I think I played the entire first game with Garrus and Tali.
I think I also remember doing that in ME1.
I'm so glad he's not wearing his fucked up armor anymore. Hey, it's Harkin!
There's that bitch.
There he is.
Shepard? Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
Yeah, wanna bet?
Run all
Yeah,
you
run,
want,
you fool.
Harkin. We'll find you.
Why do I remember that voice line so distinctly? That voice line was like intense deja vu. Cause I have seen it before, but like why that voice line?
Just the intense zoom in.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, why did that voice line have trigger such a deep memory?
Yeah, I don't know how core memories work.
Perish. I just punched a robot to death, and that's why I have this armor.
Yo.
Hey.
Can't get a lock.
How's it going? Not well, it looks.
Can't target them. Hostile spotted.
Shields have failed.
That's fun. Look, new shields.
Casualty.
Hell.
Combat drone ready.
Go, 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 go! Oh god, I thought that was me dying. Oh, that was.
Shit.
This sequence,
so
I remember this sequence being really difficult.
Yeah, me too.
It's not super long, but it is difficult.
I just see all the crates and I just think hate. Bad, not good.
We will go a little late, you know, since I'm not gonna be here on Sunday anyway.
Yeah, that's
The lengths
fine.
people go for their beloved.
Perish.
Can't target them.
Why? Okay. Sure, Shepard.
Subdue and suppress.
Oh shit, it's Tomato.
He's back!
Yeah.
You're here for me to unlock romance with my boyfriend.
Hell yeah. I'm assuming this is Garrus's loyalty mission.
You assume correct.
Hell yeah.
It just so happens that Garrus's loyalty mission is one giant pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. Well, because it's less like, I feel like Garrus's loyalty mission is less like mechanically different than some of the other ones. Like some of them have fun, like you gotta go to a place and do a thing. Garrus is like fight your way through. I don't know. That's not true.
You gotta be
I'm
this
lying.
competent in combat to be able to romance Garrus.
It's true. It is a requirement.
Incoming.
Low-key mech.
High-key mech.
Oh yeah. So I checked my 3 months ago.
Okay.
I got 3 months of YouTube Premium free from Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then just a while ago I checked my email and like, oh, there's a PayPal email received for your payment to Google. So
Oh yeah.
apparently,
It just charged you and you didn't notice.
yeah,
That's
I
what
didn't
they.
notice,
That's
so-
literally what they bank on with those.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Carry on.
I checked if I can refund. It's like, okay, whatchamacallit, you can request for a refund, but I'm not sure if like you'll be able to refund it. But, so yeah, I did, and like I requested for a refund and they approved it like right away.
Oh damn.
So that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, because I think it was only like
It's like $10 or
2
something.
hours. Yeah, I've only had 2 hours of the whole month.
Oh yeah.
So Google was like, yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
Fine. Why do you have so many bots, Harkin? Where did you get this kind of cash? You must be very prolific forger. Excuse me while I just...
Yo, T, gotta hack this shit.
Yeah, YouTube Premium is $12 a month.
I think it's like $10 if you get a student.
Mm.
But you have to send them like verification that you're a student. which I do because I watch way too much YouTube, so I pretty much always have YouTube going. So I felt like it was worth it for me to pay for premium.
That's fair. Yeah.
Which is also why I use YouTube Music, because I already pay for YouTube Premium. I'm like, it's a shitty music service, but I'm poor.
You get what you can get.
But you have it, so.
You are.
I see you have
I
Garrus
think-
and Tali.
Yes. I think the one thing that YouTube Music really needs is the ability to add songs to your playlist, multiple songs at a time. Like, you have to add songs individually to playlists.
That sounds annoying as hell.
It is. It's not super annoying when you're like, every time you find a song you like, adding it to a bunch of your playlists. But I was trying to like form a couple new playlists and it was super annoying, yeah. But you know. Also, when I was like uploading all of my my personal music to YouTube Music, like I downloaded all of my CDs so that I could listen to them. Because that was a lot of music that took me a while. Is there combat happening while I'm doing this? That's fun. Am I gonna get shot out of this?
Maybe.
Imagine.
I've literally never had that happen before. I don't know if it's a thing, but my screen just shook while that was happening, so it might be. Hey.
Go get them.
Can't target them.
Get beat. Why does Harkin have so many robots? Jesus, Harkin. You're just some drunk bitch.
Yeah, but everyone's gotta have a hobby.
And then when he
Harkin
got fired,
sometimes-
his hobby became his entire shit. As it often does when you get fired. Jesus. Don't even worry about it. Nothing's happening. Everything's fine. I can speak. I'm gonna save real quick.
Good. I was just about to say, have you saved recently?
I hadn't.
Getting close.
Are we? Are we personally getting close, Garrus? Because I'd really like that. Alright, hey. You know, cover works a lot better if you're actually fully in cover.
Sounds
Makes sense.
Yeah, gentle machine gun shower.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Hip-hop needs to shoot people.
Oh hey, it's a commander. Maybe it's a mini-boss. Oh god, get back down. Jesus, Shepard. What are you
I
doing?
thought you were gonna charge. That's why you were like up.
Well, I was
up
thinking
in the
about it, and then he went into cover, and then Shepard wouldn't get back down. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Hey!
Can't target them.
Oh. Because they died. That's fair. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. They're sending in a mech.
They should soften them up.
Gotta use the laser.
I do gotta use the laser. Except I only have one shot. And that will not be enough.
Anyway. Wait, it's 9:30.
I know, I'm going late. It's fine. Let's not worry about it.
Alright.
Nobody needs to worry about it. I'm probably not
Time is
going
but an
past.
illusion.
I'm probably not going past 10 because like I got things to do and Jaden has to like sleep sometime.
Yes.
Oh, we blew up the mech. Oh wow! I thought that blew Tally up too, but she was fine. All right.
Yeah, she docked.
Tally's just built different.
Tally is built different, and I love her for that. Y'all prepared for Garrus to go absolutely savage?
Yes.
What the hell is
Well,
Harkin up
worm.
Oh, it might not be this.
Forged IDs.
We might not be there yet. Find use for ID. Okay. I don't
Forged
remember
units.
this. Ooh, heavy weapon ammo. Gee, I wonder if there's about to be a boss fight.
Completely bad.
He was always a pain in the ass. But
Garrus wants to be a renegade so bad. You can push him towards Paragon or to renegade, but he wants to be renegade so bad.
Nice.
Side note, I don't know if Miranda's can, but a lot of people's loyalty missions can go wrong. You can complete their loyalty missions and not get them loyal.
Oh boy.
You seem to be getting tense, Garrus.
Harkin
I think
may
the
know
only
why
one I've
Sedonis
really
wanted to
ever
disappear.
fucked up is
If so,
Zaid's.
he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sedonis off.
Yes, I think I remember fucking up Zaid's loyalty mission because that was the one of the first missions I've done.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the Paragon nor Renegade to back up.
Did you see?
I saw something.
I didn't skip.
He's getting
Stop
ready for
skipping people's dialogue for me. I literally was playing with my fidget ring when it skipped.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight.
He wants to be an edgy bitch so bad.
Permanent damage. Just enough to loosen
I
his
like to
tongue.
think that my Paragon Shepherd is just there to kick him in the ass when he gets emo. He's like, oh, I got my whole team killed. I'm gonna need to shoot this criminal. And Shepherd just like slaps the back of his head like, stop!
You don't need to hurt him.
Sounds like he's like wants to go nothing personnel kid so bad.
He does! He wants to be, he's like someone playing D&D for a teenager playing D&D for the first time, trying to be the edgiest character possible.
And then Shepard has this spray bottle. It's like,
There's one way to find
Of course, if you have a renegade shepherd, then they're just emo and evil together. But you know, Paragon Shepherd is just like stomp on his foot when he threatens to shoot someone.
Yeah, then they're if Shepard's renegade, then it sounds like they're both edgy teenagers together.
Yes. Renegade Shepherd is for edgy teenagers, it's true. The renegade options are for people who want to have fun and see shit happen, but fully the renegade like quick time events are for I want to punch people in the face. The renegade actual options and the full renegade route is I want to be as emo as possible. Damn it, I'm really getting a lot of shit out of Harkin. I'm really just cleaning Harkin out here, huh?
But maybe you can afford some nicer looking armor.
Listen.
What?
Y'all didn't have
It's
this.
true.
Let me say, y'all didn't have this much problem with my armor until Stuart started complaining about it. There were no
We opened our
complaints.
eyes.
There were no complaints when I put that armor on. And then Stuart started bitching about it, and y'all were like, you need to get some better armor now.
we're not complaining.
Honestly, had
Jaden is!
What was that, bro?
I honestly had zero issues with the armor.
So
Okay, let me correct. Jaden, you had no issue with that armor until someone else complained about it, and then it was the worst thing ever.
Because now it's funny to complain about it. That's
Yo,
why.
we do live in a society.
We live in a society.
Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead
Oh, are they? Good to know.
Right.
That wasn't really much of an explosion.
One less to worry about.
Listen, the only reason I'm complaining about the armor is because it's funny too. Like honestly, I'm very sure there are worse things you could be wearing, like
that recon hood.
Yeah, or that like the fleshy collector stuff or whatever it was.
Oh god, yeah, I can just make the collector chitin armor. Which is just a bad time. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the helmet is not that bad in the grand scheme of things. It's just funny to make fun of.
It's fair.
It at the very least looks like actual space armor, not like flesh.
Chitin. Not flesh, chitin.
Chitin, like the stuff bugs are made out of.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
See,
I
you
don't
get
know
it.
biology.
The exoskeleton. The exoskeleton, yeah.
The exoskeleton, that's it.
See, it glows. It has like orange electricity on it when Tali's hacked it. I am in love with the pose that one died in.
Very dramatic.
You love it.
My favorite part about the drone is that Tali can just put it wherever she wants. So it can just like be behind people.
Teleports right behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, it just came to me. I had to share it with the class.
Alright, well. If you had to, you had to. Get slammed. Oh, that one's pretty good too. That one's pretty good too. It's ascending!
Maybe it's the bionic god.
Wait, I need to take a screenshot of this.
No,
I can't. Can someone... I'll go back to the stream and take a screenshot of this. It's really good.
I mean, given that you just like lingered on it, I'm sure someone can take a good screen cap.
Yeah, or you can get a shot in post.
I can. Hello, how do you feel about flight?
How do you feel about flight?
Where? Bye. I guess it was there are more droids coming in as soon until all the people are dead. So once I killed that person, those droids were just like, goodbye.
Oh crap. Too heavy neck.
What?
Oh no.
That's too many!
Maybe this is why you remember this mission as being a pain in the ass.
It's not, because there weren't two when I did it. Let me tell you.
Oh, it's probably the difficulty.
Yup.
Yeah.
Difficulty scaling. Man.
The enemies aren't any more difficult, there's just a fuck ton of them now.
Could you imagine just like a legendary, be like fucking 5 mechs?
Yep, it's gonna be fun to do it on I got stun locked and almost perished.
Oof.
That one's focused on Tali, which is unfortunate, but good for me at the moment. Oh. Tali, can you hack that, please? Tali, please. Yeah! Make them fight!
Let them fight.
Yeah! Oh,
I can do that?
Yeah, she can hack mechs. But she can only hack those big ones that when they don't have any armor or shields. Hey, Harkin. I'm just gonna take a couple shots at Harkin. Just
So
for
you
fun.
do need to, like, soften them up quite a bit.
I'll never make it, huh?
Are you sure about that?
I just fought 2 heavy mechs, Harkin. Why are you sending a couple little droids at me? Like, what are you... Like, get your life in order. Get your shit together, my guy. Me and Tachika are gonna beat up this droid. Okay, Harkin. How's your day?
Hopefully terrible.
Why
there
can't I
another
open the
enemy?
door? Bioware.
Bioware, please.
Maybe I have to like actually climb up properly. Because I
Oh,
kind of just
probably.
teleported to the top. Oh my god, okay. Come on.
I don't know, maybe Harkin has to like monologue at you or something.
He's gonna. He's also, this is where Garrus goes a little apeshit. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that's...
Because there was
that's why I
supposed to
didn't
be a
open it.
cutscene when I got to the top.
You just completely bypassed the
I-
trigger.
Yeah, I was like, hey, how's it going? I can teleport. How's that? He knows we're here. Why are we sneaking?
Aesthetic.
The drama.
Exactly.
You were close, but not close enough.
How did you teleport?
Because he ran.
He wants to go full nothing personnel kid.
Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
Yeah. I'm stronger than your scene triggers. I can teleport.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
We're here to fuck up your day.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sidonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Exactly, Sunshine.
Harkin, this doesn't have to be hard.
Screw you. I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me.
Sunshine, no!
This really changed you, huh, Garrus?
Sunshine, no!
Sidonis opened my eyes. Now
Don't say that! No, Sunshine, no!
Going.
Sunshine, yes.
It's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised.
Garrus.
That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet?
Garrus.
Oh, don't do it.
He'll be there. Don't worry. I got it covered.
Garrus.
Oh, Garrus.
It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So what?
Sunshine?
That's not your style.
Sunshine's bloodthirsty today.
I don't think that's what they're thirsty for.
But I don't mind slowing you down.
I don't think it's blood.
You don't need to shoot him. He won't be able to hide from C-Sec.
I feel like I could never do Renegade options for
I guess
for
it's your
romance
lucky day.
stuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we could do this again real soon.
I didn't shoot him.
He's
Come on,
a sulky baby.
Be there, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
God, Sunshine just woke up and chose violence against me personally today.
Just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Sunshine just rolled up and was like, I'm gonna take over this stream. Honestly, fair.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him
He's
go.
a
He
little
deserved
less
to be
bloody than you would
punished.
have liked him to be because you wanted to shoot him.
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
It's just not like you.
There's a mutiny happening in chat.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Who's going to bring Sidonis to justice if I don't? Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
I'd like to remind everyone, like, you can see, like, all the bandages on the side of his face. Like, this man is, like, a couple weeks out from getting the entire side of his head blown up. His eyes are very pretty.
Let me talk to him.
I'm a sucker.
Right now is pretty based.
I'm a sucker for blue eyes, unfortunately.
He deserves to die.
I won't mention it again.
I appreciate that. I need to set up.
Sunshine.
I can get a clear shot from over there.
Okay.
You just want me to get him in position?
Basically, keep him talking for a minute. When I've got him in my sights, I'll let you know.
Tali just gets to stay in the car.
So I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. You'll be here soon.
It's like watching mom and dad plan a murder.
It is. It's actually watching mom and dad fight about a murder. Tali is like, I feel like Shepard and Garrus are literally like bros slash slightly paternal, like parental figures.
Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Oh no, Tali's coming with me. Okay. There he is.
All right. There he is. Wave him over and keep him talking.
Mom and dad are fighting. Tali just turns up the music inside her suit.
Yeah! She could be wearing headphones and we would never know. She could be listening to hard rock always.
Let's get this over with. You're in my shot. Move to the side.
No.
Listen, Sidonis, I'm here to help you.
Don't ever say that name aloud.
I'm a friend of Garrus's. He wants you dead, but I'm hoping that's not necessary.
I know where his scope is, and I'm standing in between him and Sidonis.
You're not kidding, are you? Screw this. I'm not sticking around here to find out. Tell Garrus I had my own problems.
Don't move.
Get off me!
I'm the only thing standing between you and a hole in the head.
Fuck. Look.
It is great. It
I
is.
didn't want to do it. I didn't
She
have a
is
choice.
listening to I'm a Barbie Girl.
Has a choice.
That's correct.
Stop to me. Said they'd kill me if I didn't help. What was I supposed to do?
Let me take the shot, Shepard. He's a damn coward.
That's it? You were just trying to save yourself?
I know what I did. I know they died because of me. I have to live with that. I wake up every night, sick and sweating. Each of their faces staring at me, accusing me.
Garrus
I'm
is
already a
experiencing
dead man.
emotions.
I don't sleep. Food has no taste.
No, not
Some
emotions.
days, I just want it to be over.
Just give me the chance.
He's already paying for his crime, Garrus. Let him go.
He's still got more to pay. 10 men are dead because of him.
Will killing the 11th bring them back?
They deserved better.
Tell Garrus. I guess there's nothing I can say to make it right.
Just go. Tell him to go.
He's giving you a second chance, Sidonis. Don't waste it.
I'll try, Garrus. I'll make it up to you somehow. Thank you for talking to him.
I just did finger guns at the camera. Nobody can see it though.
The power.
Japan.
The power. Oh, such a...
I know you want to talk about this, but I don't. Not yet.
They're such a couple.
I know it didn't go the way you planned, but I think it's for the best.
I'm not so sure.
Give it time.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be enough. I want to know I did the right thing, not just for me. For my men. They deserve to be avenged. But when Sidonis was in my sights, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, because my head was in the way, you bitch. I also want to snuggle Garrus. I don't know. There's something so poetic about like knowingly standing between your partner or like your partner, whether it's romantic or not, and their target, like in the sights of their sniper rifle. It's romance.
That's true, yeah.
And when you hear Thane talk about his wife, you will understand that he also thinks that's romance.
Oh.
That's how Thane... Wait, this is a mild spoiler. Thane's gonna tell you later. That's how Thane met his wife. Because she saw his targeting laser on one of his targets and stood there and stared him down.
Like, this is romance.
That's fucking intense.
Yeah, there was still good in him. I could see it. So much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with Gray.
You gotta go with your instincts.
Trust your
My
heart.
instincts
Date
are
me.
what got me into this mess.
Don't be
Now.
too hard on yourself.
Thanks, Shepard. For everything. Let's get going. I need some distance from this place.
I'm with you.
Forever. Oh, I unlocked a new outfit for Garrus. Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Let's go look at it.
Such, if you don't mind me asking, what's a geokinesis 6? Is that a video game thingy?
I
I
assume?
don't know.
I don't know. Geo. Please tell us. We're going back to the Normandy. I know we still have Thane's mission, but I want to see if we've unlocked Garrus's romance dialogue.
Geokinesis telepathic control. Neato.
Oh, just geokinesis is just the general like thing.
Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay.
Thanks, Sunshine.
Still alive. Oh, did Anaya! You're a lucky human. If I find any more data on her target, I'll pass it along. Blah blah blah. Thanks for letting her not kill me. All right, let's go. Let's go. Wait, let's see if she has anything to say about
How
Garrus.
may I help you, Commander?
How's it going?
Is there anything I should know?
Samara would like to see you in
there you go.
observation on the crew deck.
We've triggered
Anything else?
Samara.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right, let's
Garrus.
Garrus,
She's so
Garrus,
fucking triggered right now.
I knew someone was gonna make that joke. Garrus, 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 Garrus. Let's go.
Sorry for going for the low-hanging fruit.
We're gonna talk to Samara first. Just real quick.
Say the best
Oh,
one
that's
last.
the wrong side.
That's the wrong observation deck.
Hello.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
It's alright. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
So she's been a Justicar for 400 years, by the way. So she had several human lifetimes of life before she became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is
I
an
just
Ardat
sorry
Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me.
I love her
There is
eyes!
nothing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Marinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's
That was the most
condition is my
awkward.
fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
Yeah, no.
I spent my youth on the move,
No hard
adventuring.
emotion.
I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came.
Yeah,
I could
they're
finally
related.
sit
I
back,
didn't say anything
bask
about
in
that,
the
so
warmth and
Sunshine.
But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Just one. The other 2 chose to live in seclusion.
Don't make it more than one.
Just one.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me.
I love
Help me
her
find
too,
my long-lost
Sunshine.
daughter and kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
We do get to meet her other daughters as well, by the way. I forget if that's in this game or in the 3rd game, but we do get to meet them.
Hopefully on better terms than, hey, I have to gun you down.
Well, the other 2 chose to live in comfort and seclusion, so...
Yeah, and hopefully they don't choose to try and fuck you to death.
Stationed on Horizon?
Ah, yes, Sunshine. The
If I
pad
hadn't
did
been
some
on
more
servers,
poop
I'd be
window.
abducted by the collectors right now.
Yeah, the poop window.
Really dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
The peak, the height of fashion.
Okay, so we're gonna go see if I have the dialogue options with Garrus, and then so I'm gonna save right here, and then if I do, we're gonna do something else first.
I'd argue that that's a tasteful poop window.
How's it going?
For something.
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time.
Yeah, we do.
Whatever happens.
Hey, Garrus.
Sunshine, I hate to disagree with you, but he is my husband.
You'll get the job done.
Okay.
Are you sure he's not open?
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
I am. He is my husband, and we have a close relationship. You cannot have him.
Going into a suicide mission on a human ship.
Okay.
People don't prepare
No, I guess we're just doing this. We're here.
aliens do.
I was gonna go get drunk first. Actually, I might, because I have the option to say bye. I wonder if I could still talk to him later.
I mean, if not, you can just reload the save.
You could reload the save right now and then.
Sunshine?
Okay.
Sunshine, I will go into Mortal Kombat for Garrus's hand. Come at me. So we're gonna get drunk with Chakwas because if you're drunk, it makes the awkwardness of this conversation make a little bit more
I have
sense.
a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
I'll take a ring.
No! No! No!
Change your mind.
Oh. Come at me, Sunshine. I know 2 martial arts that I will use all of my power.
Thank you. Won't you reconsider and join me?
Yeah, I'll
I'd
just
rather
sit this
not
one
have to
out.
do it alone.
We're gonna have, so Sunshine came in to mutiny and take over my chat, and now we are going to have a fight to the death.
You crack open the bottle.
And at the end, if I did it, that's one of you will be super tired.
Yeah.
And I will deal the final blow, and I will have Garrus to myself.
Broken Jenkins' back,
Plot
but
twist.
Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!"
Jenkins is the one who dies on our first mission in the first game.
Soldiers like him make the Alliance.
I believe.
Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
What the hell is that emo?
It's Subnautica!
Okay.
Subnautica.
I had
That's
to.
literally what it's called. I'm sure it's in the Discord somewhere.
Okay,
It
let's
exists.
listen to Chakwas.
Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
I have God and anime on my side, Sunshine.
I have the power of friendship and this gun I found.
May we never take them for
Yeah,
granted.
and also the power of this pistol. For legal reasons, that is a joke. So now I'm drunk.
Yay!
You can see the ship's kind of wobbling.
Oh,
nice.
And now we're gonna go talk to Garrus!
Hopefully nobody here gets motion sickness.
I do, but here we go.
The things you do for your beloved.
Okay, let's talk.
You got a minute?
Sure, just killing time, optimizing weapons charges, planning attack vectors, you know, relaxing.
You're a freak.
I'm still trying to figure out how to prepare for this mission. Humans don't deal with stress the way Turians do.
Here we go!
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
I love this man!
I could top Garrus.
No, he's mine! I will fight you too!
Are we gonna have a Hunger Games or like Battle Royale?
Everyone who is trying to take Garrus from me will be put in gay baby jail.
So this third
This is tyranny.
Think about what you're doing. No, you are. Think about what you're doing. You are literally trying to take him. Think about what you're doing.
Why can't we just have a Garrus Poly?
No, he's mine. I am possibly into polyamory, but Garrus is mine and you cannot have him. Alright. Turian preparations. We're going down this. Everybody shut up and listen to this awkward romance dialogue.
Alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam.
Willow, don't do it.
Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full contact sparring. Whatever to blow off stress.
A work off stress,
Ships
huh?
have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised.
You guys need to shut up because this already makes so many really, really bad jokes that you just need to listen to them.
Right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's
He makes
throats.
vulgar puns.
Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently.
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility.
I hate this.
Stress, I guess.
That is the line that starts this romance dialogue. That is the romance option line. That is why I had to have her be drunk for this. That is the romance. Did Jada just leave?
Yeah, she did, but she's back now.
That is the line that starts this romance option. This is why she had to be drunk, because like this is shit you could only say if you were drunk.
God damn it.
No, I would say that.
Also, so the number of Garrus and Shepard fanfictions that reference reach and flexibility are many. There's a lot that are titled that, I think. Also, in Andromeda, there is like codex entries on each of the different races, and the Turian one says something along the lines of they are known for their reach and flexibility.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
reading
I
a lot
see
of-
you,
a lot of
BioWare!
Garrus and Shepard smut fanfic, I see.
No, I've just seen them because I follow Garrus and Shepard tags on Tumblr. So they show up, and then
Understandable.
sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like reading this right now, actually.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I can help you get rid of it.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring.
Rex.
Yeah, see? Sunshine, you can have Rex, and I can have Garrus, and we can both be happy. There doesn't need to be any death here today.
Yeah, no problem.
No, I think
Rex is
I'm all
mine,
for that.
goddammit.
Sunshine, I'm
Okay,
all for
everyone
that.
quiet.
And my flexibility.
Oh, I didn't. Never knew you had a weakness for mental scars. Well, why the hell not? There's nobody in this game that cares more than you. Figure out a way to make it work, then. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Definitely.
The way he said that.
My word.
So it hasn't happened yet. So with the romance options, you didn't see it in the first game because I didn't romance anyone. You have an intimate scene that you can choose whether or not you have sex. I'm sorry, Sunshine.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh,
so
no.
sorry. You can choose whether or not you have sex, but you have like an intimate scene with whoever you've romanced right before the final mission. When you say you're going on the final mission, it's like, okay, here's the scene. So
That's probably not TOS friendly.
So actually,
Oh?
I find this super annoying, and so does a lot of the fandom. If you romance a human, if you romance Liara, I think if you romance Thane, if you romance like a lot of characters, like a lot of the more humanoid characters, then it's not it's pseudo TOS friendly. Like if you romance Liara, you see like butts and stuff. If you romance Garrus, he never gets out of his casual clothes. You don't get any of the scenes that you get with other characters that like the lightly implying sex scenes. They just like walk towards the bed together and then it cuts to black. Because BioWare are cowards!
My imagination could do so much.
BioWare is not here for yeah.
And even in Andromeda, they gave us a whole Angaran like sex scene. Like it goes way farther than any of the scenes here. And Angaran is a race that they introduce in Andromeda. Angaran physiology is wild, and yet they still do not give us a Turian sex scene.
Wow.
And I will never forgive them.
I'll make my own Mass Effect.
Anyway, I'm just gonna level up real quick, and then we're gonna stop. So now I can choose biotic. I can choose either heavy charge or multiple enemies. I think I want multiple enemies.
Wait,
This stream has gotten wild in like the past half hour.
Yeah, I think I need to go. We need to go through and clip some of this. Sorry, Earl.
Wait, before you leave, I think Morden has some choice words since I don't know.
Hey Jaden, how badly do you need to go to bed?
Not that badly. All my shit's online right now.
Let's go talk to Morden and see if he has the dialogue option that Earl is thinking
Yeah.
of. Also, hey Sunshine, I've got a spoiler for you. This is my stream. I have all the power. You're watching my stream and supporting me. Please don't stop.
Little known fact, Lee has no power on this stream.
Uh-huh. Is that so?
Oh no.
I still got time to retract those
I
statements.
regret nothing.
Okay.
Little known fact, Willow likes to play with fire.
They do. Let's
I do.
just...
I didn't know.
Let's just...
Oh no.
I just timed Willow out for 60 seconds.
Well,
You can do that?
Sunshine's the
I've
single
just
pillar.
discovered that!
Yeah.
Hey!
I knew about this. Oh.
Hey, you know what? I actually can silence you, Willow.
Oh no.
What happens when you threaten?
Oh no. Wait. I think
Congrats on
Sunshine
being...
is a subscriber.
No, they're not.
Wait.
I'm turning it back. I would like it to be known that I'm turning the chat back on for Sunshine and no one else. Where is it? There we go. Did Willow just subscribe? Wait, is Willow subscribed?
Willow subscribed.
Wait, is Willow subscribed?
Driving engagement.
I know, this is the weirdest way of driving engagement, isn't it?
Guess what?
Guess who's back again.
Yo, what the fuck?
Okay, let's go talk to Morden.
This so far's a net win-win.
Okay, everyone really needs to be quiet. Willow just like, did you subscribe for the purpose of still talking?
My students being held back.
Damn it! He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, I think you have to do is
Oh god.
So write that down, that you gotta do Morden's loyalty mission so he says stuff.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay.
Willow, you just gave me money out of spite. like
Yeah.
I win.
Yeah.
I'm the winner here. Actually,
There's
Jaden
one
and I are the winner because if I ever someday get a check from Twitch because I've made enough money off of Isham alone supporting me, then I'm sending some to Jaden.
I will get $1 total.
I'm gonna send you 1 cent just to say, like, I'm gonna mail you a penny.
It's my legal obligation money, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail you a penny to say that I technically gave you some of my...
I would not even be mad at that point, that's just too funny.
Jesus.
Okay. Alright, well... Yeah, I know the stamp cost, like, to mail it to Jaden, it would probably cost me, like $4.
Investigate new research upgrades that will improve ship or team
Because it wouldn't just be a letter, it would be, like, a little bit thicker than a letter.
That's all for now.
Oh my god. Okay. Thank you all for this wild stream.
Thank you for hosting it, that was great.
I'm gonna go through and clip some shit now.
Oh my god.
I think other people need to clip things as well.
Yeah.
This is you have a legal obligation to clip some of this bullshit. Alright. Well, there will not be a stream on Sunday, as I mentioned. I can't exit the launcher. There we go. There will not be a stream on Sunday as I will be busy. But I'll be back next week. Thank you all for this wild stream. I really needed this today. I had a very long brain absorbing day. So yeah, and we romanced Garrus. We
received your daily dose of dopamine today.
I have. We initiated a romance with Garrus. We did it.
Yay.
All right.
You did it. You can just stop playing Mass Effect here. You've reached your goal.
No, because we have to have sex with Garrus.
Okay, that's the real goal.
Good night, sunshine. Good night, sunshine. I also shut up, Willow. Good night, sunshine. I also no longer want violence. Thanks for coming. It was a good time. Alright. Goodbye.